Dispatch is a new episodic adventure game where we dispatch heroes as our job. Naturally, I have to prove I am the best hero dispatcher to have ever dispatched a hero, and what other way to do that than to get the platinum and be one of the first achievers, or even maybe the first. One can hope. There is a total of 36 trophies. No clue how long this is going to take because there are no guides. But the plan is to get as many trophies as I can on the 6 episodes that are currently available, so that when the last 2 episodes release, I can focus on the new trophies and hopefully be the first one to do it, but that's for later. For these first 6 episodes, there are 2 trophies that seem hard, mainly because they are luck-based. One for failing a job that had a 70% chance of succeeding, and one for succeeding on a job that had a 15% chance of succeeding. Hopefully I don't have to worry about that though, and I just get them naturally. We play as Mechaman, a dude who has no real powers.
You have no real power!
So he uses a mech to fight crime. The story begins with us talking about our dead dad to this random guy we are interrogating. Apparently our dad got killed by Shroud, a villain I guess. Our dad was a previous Mechaman and our grandpa the one before. So we are the 3rd Mechaman ever. We are interrogating this dude because we want revenge for the death of our father. The plot of every game ever. There are 2 gameplay mechanics apart from choosing the dialogue. One of them are these hacking games. They are fun and entertaining enough, but the main gameplay mechanic is dispatching heroes, which we will do later. For now, we're looking for Shroud. We go to his base, which we found thanks to the guy we interrogated, and the same guy started making fun of my dad, so I punted him. Literally. Then we met Shroud, but it wasn't looking too good for our mech, so we escaped. It did not work, because someone stuck a bomb to our mech, and well, there was a huge explosion, rendering said mech useless. The dude that we play as, Mechaman, is called Robert Robertson III. Diabolical name. Like I said before, he has no powers, so now that the mech is gone, he is a nobody. I attacked a dude at a press conference and met Blonde Blazer, a hero that takes us to the bars. At the bars, I extinguished the flames out of a guy and got kicked out. Imagine my surprise when this dude ends up being one of the heroes we have to dispatch. Here, Blonde Blazer tells us she has a job for us. Dispatching heroes. In exchange, the company will rebuild our Mechaman. Here we learn about the system through a tutorial. The gameplay mechanic is actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. All of the heroes have stats and you have to match them to specific jobs. Then you will get a success rate and it will randomly decide if you pass or fail based on that rate. We can upgrade different stats for our heroes and they also need to rest after missions, so you have to be a bit conservative with how many you send out. After the tutorial, I got my first trophy for finishing the first episode. In the office, we meet Invisigal, one of the heroes we're going to dispatch. There is this guy we meet who was our dad's friend. He's also a dispatcher. He was a hero with super speed, but realized that his power aged him like 50 times faster than average. So now he looks like a really old dude, even though he's only 39. He introduces us to our team through some files. Turns out these heroes are all reforming criminals, so they are pretty feisty with rules. They all make fun of my name once we meet them. Pretty rude if I do say so myself. We started dispatching and I got a trophy for achieving a perfect dispatch with only one hero. All this means is that we had 100% chances of passing the level. There was a hacking sequence I had to do for one of the jobs, and I got a trophy for completing a hacking level with less than 5 seconds left. Invisigal went on a job to this donut shop and disobeyed my orders, so I was pretty angry. I passed all of my jobs during this first dispatching session, so I got another trophy for passing all of the calls during a shift. That was a lot of fun. I have heard a lot of complaints about the gameplay feeling non-existent, but compared to other Telltale games, this one has a lot more gameplay. I got a trophy here for finishing the episode. I felt bad about fighting with Invisigal because she had bought us our favorite donut. Man, we suck. Also, this water dude just spat all over my desk. Just felt I need to point that out. We find out here that Blonde Blazer is dating that really big dude hero that was in the tutorial, Phenomenon or something. Even though we literally kissed, so that was pretty awkward. His whole vibe is very much evil. There was a song playing that gave evil, his voice gives evil, all of his aura is evil. He's very much Homelander. I replayed a part of this episode to get the donut trophy, but before that I got a trophy for quickly finishing a hack sequence. Then I picked the correct donut and got that trophy. Royd, the guy who is fixing our suit, came over to our apartment and took it with him to, well, fix it. What a sad little apartment ours is. We brought our dog to work because we felt bad about leaving him at home. Also, this dog is literally like 500 pounds. We find out 2 things at work. 1, Blazer broke up with Phenomenon, or whatever, and one of our team members is being kicked out of the team at the end of the day. Spicy. Coop was sabotaging everyone the first half of the shift, and it was low-key pissing me off. Like, be so for real. Some other people like Invisigal were also being dicks to the rest of the team, but when isn't Invisigal being a dick? Malevolence has this ability that heals injured heroes when you send them on a job with her, so here I got a trophy for healing a single person twice in one shift. Again, they keep sabotaging each other because no one wants to be at the bottom of the food chain and get kicked out, so I decided to bring them into a meeting. I love this golem dude, look at him, he's so cute! I said some fired shit to them like, fuck yeah. That was all me. Call me a motivational speaker or something. David Goggins, if you will. After that, the second half of my shift was pretty good. We helped out Invisigal in a mission because we are just so nice. This new antivirus mechanic got introduced to the hacking sequences. You basically get 3 attempts to cross without being spotted by the antivirus. After our shift, it was time to cut someone off the team. It was between Sonar and Coop. I decided to cut Coop off because she was low-key mean as fuck, and I really like Sonar. I got a trophy for doing that. Before continuing with the next episode, I went back and replayed that segment to get the trophy for kicking out Sonar. Invisigal tells us about her very spicy dream while Waterboy is taking a dump. Once we start our shift, I got a few trophies. 1 for reaching max synergy with a hero duo. This happens when you send the same 2 people on jobs together a few times. I also got a trophy for discovering every hero's starting power. I would say it was a good shift, but I was literally failing everything. I may have to replay these chapters again and do better for one of the trophies, but for now I am playing on my own without a guide and, well, I'm really bad at this game. During lunch, I threw a protein shake at Flambe, because why not? And I decided to add Waterboy to our roster, because I felt like he would be better than Phenomenon. I got a trophy for cheering him up at the end of the episode, and I have to redo this part later again to get a trophy for talking to Phenomenon instead. But anyways, here we had to make a decision between Invisigal and Blonde Blazer to romance them, I guess. Blonde Blazer seemed like the right choice. I don't know, I met her first, and she's not like super fucking mean. She showed us what her true form was, and not gonna lie, I was expecting her to be like a middle-aged man, but she looked the exact same. I love that at the end of the episodes, we can see how other people did on the missions and how our choices compared to theirs. I went back and picked Phenomenon instead of Waterboy and got the trophy for Phenomenon. We were lifting without a spotter and got buried. During our shift, I got a trophy for getting a new power on 4 different heroes. You can send them to school with Blonde Blazer and she trains them to get one. I also got a trophy for failing a call that had a 70% chance or more of success. I don't know, This game is literally a throwing stuff simulator. I randomly got assaulted by a cup of coffee. We played through another hacking sequence, and there was a new mechanic where you had to get electricity to light some stuff up, and you can also use that to kill the antivirus. I'm not super interested in the hacking sequences, but they're not so bad and I have to get them all right in order to get a trophy. That trophy is one of the few trophies that are not obtainable yet, because I'm assuming there are hacking sequences in the last 2 episodes. I also got a trophy for maxing out a hero. And I almost got the trophy for the succeeding a less than 50% chance call. After our shift, we got into a pretty intense bar fight, and I told my team that I was Mechaman. This was super awesome and cool. They all told me their names after saving me from Flambe, who tried to kill me. I got a trophy for revealing my identity. During a test run, my Mechaman blew up, so I had to go to the hospital, and now Royd is saying that it is not possible to fix the mecha. On the shift, I finally got the trophy for succeeding a call with less than 50% chance of success. No need to farm it.
Okay, sure.
And also a trophy for reaching level 10 in a skill. I got a spontaneous housewarming party while I was moping. Royd tells me that it is actually possible to fix mecha because they found the original battery in a warehouse. Lucky me. I love this team. We had a little party, they all brought hella lamps. But then Invisigal and Chase, the old dude, got in a fight. We said that there should be a plan to get the battery, but Invisigal wanted to go like instantly. She punched Chase and left to get the battery. Here we have to help her doing a bunch of hacking sequences. I did fail one, so I will have to go back and do it again because there is a trophy for getting them all, like I said. Once she had the battery, the one and only Shroud showed up and started messing with her, almost killing her. But Chase sacrificed himself using his power to save Invisigal. Absolute cinema. At the time of recording, episodes 7 and 8, the last 2 episodes, were not out. but I wanted to get as many trophies as I could during these episodes and also make sure I romanced Invisigal on this run, just in case it was needed for the platinum. Because no one has gotten the trophies, it's hard to say what the requirements are, but there are 2 different trophies for kissing someone in 2 different places. We can assume it's Invisigal and Blonde Blazer, and that you have to have romanced them before to get them. So just in case, I did that. I also made sure I didn't fail a single hacking sequence during this run. I went to the movies with Invisigal, Loki. I think this romance option is better than the one I chose, and I also got a few trophies as I replayed. I destroyed 3 antiviruses in less than 15 seconds. I also reached the highest level of the game. Then I also made sure to not tell the team I was Mecha Man after the bar for the trophy. And finally, I went back to a random shift to cover the entire graph on a single call. So that is everything obtainable in the game until the last 2 episodes release. Hopefully everything goes smoothly and I can be the first person to get the platinum. But for now, we wait.
1 week later.
Alright, so the episodes are about to release. Looking over the trophies, I'm missing only 2 that are not based on choices. Finishing all of the hacking sequences successfully, which will probably be really hard but not impossible, and modded. A trophy for reaching all bonuses and successfully avoiding all failures. But hopefully it's not too bad. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so it was really bad. I will explain a bit later, but one of the trophies hacked by Robert was actually bugged, so that sucked. The episode starts with a flashback with Robert crying about his dad never being around and Chase cheering him up. We have to pick an item for him to bring us from the store. There's a trophy for picking the least popular one, and I had a feeling it would be cigars, so I went with that. Back in the future, we see that Chase is actually still alive, just in a coma. Waterboy was pretty mad, so he threw a share at the vending machine. Everybody was mad actually at Invisigal because of what she did, and Loki valid, but I still decided to defend her because I felt bad. She tells us her little secret. Remember that bomb that destroyed our mecha at the start of episode 1? She was the one that put it there. But still, I forgave her, people change, she was a villain, blah blah blah. We are at a bar, and Shroud himself kidnaps us. He's with Coop, the girl that we got rid of like 2 episodes into the game. Obviously, Blonde Blazer comes and saves the day. At the end of the episode, I got the trophy for choosing the least popular item from the store, which was actually cigars like I thought it would be. There was like a lot of storytelling in this episode, but that basically sums it up. A cat makes us some coffee, and we have to save LA. This is the longest shift ever by far, like it takes maybe 20 minutes to finish the shift. We're fighting in a bigger area against Coop, and we even get Phenomenon and Blonde Blazer to join our team, which was pretty cool and awesome. Here I got a trophy for protecting LA. When I tell you that this was the most stressful thing I've done in my entire life, mainly because I really suck at this game and I didn't level up my heroes in the correct way probably, so I was having quite a hard time. We find out that Invisigal was working for Shroud and tried to steal the battery from our mech. But I, again, was kind to her and became Mecha Man again, because she gave us the battery. Hell yeah. Blonde Blazer gave Chase her amulet, so he had her powers, and together we all fight Shroud. It was pretty awesome. I got a trophy for succeeding as a mentor, which basically means that we made Invisigal not turn evil, and then one for kissing her on a stretcher.
Take care of her.
I also decided to kill Shroud, so I got a trophy for that as well.
Oh shit, can I not?
I low-key didn't mean to kill him, I just misclicked, but hey, there's that. And that was game. I had a lot more stuff to do before I could finish the game, but my thoughts after playing all of the episodes is that it is fire, play the game, but the platinum is a little too much if I'm honest. The biggest issue I have with it is that the choice of whether you romance Invisigal or Blonde Blazer happens at the end of chapter 4 and you cannot change that choice after you made it. So you basically have to replay all of chapter 5, 6, 7, and 8 just to get that trophy out of the way. But I wanted to see both sides of the story either way, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me. So the first trophy I went to get was modded because I had missed some of the bonuses in episode 5, but it actually popped a lot earlier than I thought it would. After that, I went into my Blonde Blazer save and replayed all the way through episodes 7 and 8 to get her endings. But I also wanted to get the failed as a mentor trophy, so I had to be super mean to Invisigal, and I also wanted to spare Shroud, which was actually not possible. So I got the trophy for failing as a mentor, and the trophy for killing Blonde Blazer. But the issue with that is that if you make Invisigal evil, you can't spare Shroud because she kills him. So I had to replay that segment of the episode all over again.
Oh shit, can I not cut?
Now, at this point I had 2 trophies left. Don't Romance Anyone, and Hacked by Robert, which is a bug trophy. I could have gone for the Don't Romance Anyone, having to replay episodes 7 and 8, but then I don't know if I would need another replay to pop the Hacked by Robert trophy, so I am holding off on it until the trophy is fixed. As you can see, most people were stuck at 93% when I stopped playing, only missing those same 2 trophies that I was missing. And here is me at number 11 then. So I probably won't be the first one. I wouldn't have been either way, I'm not gonna lie. I do not know how people did this that fast. But there's just simply no way for me to be the first one because I don't know how to know when the trophy's not bugged anymore. So I'm going to have to wait until somebody else gets it for me to be able to get it. If I got it by the time this video comes out, then here is my proof. Otherwise, the trophy is probably still bugged, which sucks. Well, this was my first time ever attempting any challenge like this, and it sucks that the one time I try it, the trophy list is bugged. But hey, it's whatever. I'll get the platinum, I just won't be the first, or anywhere near the first. And yeah, I guess this is it. That is so anticlimactic, I cannot believe that the trophy bugged. But anyways, thank you for watching.